Think about the last time you bought something you didn't need. Maybe it was late at night, you were scrolling, and something popped up. A deal, a limited offer, a thing you'd never thought about before that second, but suddenly felt essential, and you bought it. For about 30 seconds, it felt great. That little rush, that sense of, yes, sorted. And then, 2 days later, when it arrived, the feeling was already gone. You looked at the box, and a quiet voice in the back of your mind said, "Why did I do that?" Here's the answer. It wasn't weakness or lack of discipline. It was your brain doing exactly what it was designed to do. The problem is, it was designed for a world that no longer exists. The gap between the brain you have and the financial world you're living in is costing you more than you realize. Let's talk about why and how to fix it. Your brain is approximately 300,000 years old. The core structures driving your decisions, the reward system, and the threat response were shaped over hundreds of thousands of years in environments where resources were scarce. In that world, the rules were simple. If there is food in front of you, eat it now. If there is a reward available right now versus a bigger one later, take the one now, because later in the ancient world was genuinely uncertain. These were survival strategies that worked for most of human history. Then modern money was invented. Then credit cards, online shopping, and one-click purchasing. We now live in a world of algorithms engineered to identify the exact moment your psychological defenses are lowest. Your 300,000-year-old brain never stood a chance. It is not broken. It is just running ancient software in a modern environment. There are essentially two systems at work when you make a financial decision. The first is your limbic system, ancient, fast, and emotional. This is the part that lights up when you see something you want. Neuroscientists can actually watch it activate in real time, a flood of dopamine and a spike of anticipation. This system does not understand price. It only understands, I want that now. The second is your prefrontal cortex, newer, slower, and rational. This is the part that can calculate, plan ahead, and weigh consequences. These two systems are in constant competition. The catch is that the limbic system is significantly faster. It reacts in milliseconds. The prefrontal cortex takes longer to engage. In the gap between seeing something you want and thinking about it rationally, your emotional brain has already won. The entire modern retail industry is meticulously engineered to exploit exactly that gap. Once you know what to look for, you start seeing the traps everywhere. Take loss aversion. Research shows that the pain of losing something is roughly twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining it. Every limited time offer, or only 3 left in stock, is designed to trigger this. It's not really selling you a product, it's threatening you with a loss. Your brain responds with urgency and anxiety to act before the window closes, even when the window is fictional. Then there is present bias. Your brain dramatically overvalues things available right now compared to things in the future. If offered $100 today or $110 next week, most people take the money today. The math says wait, but the brain says take it now. This is why saving for retirement is a psychological battle. The future version of you feels like a total stranger, and your brain isn't wired to sacrifice for strangers. Finally, there is social proof. When you see that thousands of people bought an item, your brain reads that as safety. This was a brilliant survival shortcut in a tribal world, but in a world of manufactured reviews, it is a massive vulnerability. We also have to acknowledge that money is rarely rational. For many, spending is self-medication. The dopamine hit from a purchase is a way of managing anxiety, boredom, or loneliness. The shopping isn't about the item, it's about the temporary emotional relief. For others, money is identity, a way of communicating who they are or who they want to be. And for some, money is control. Hoarding it provides stability in an uncertain world. Until you understand your own money story, no budget spreadsheet will change your behavior long term. So, how do we actually rewire these instincts? What does the science say about doing better? 1. Create friction. Your impulsive brain loves ease. One-click buying and saved card details eliminate the gap between wanting and having. Rebuild that gap. Delete saved payment details. Put a 24-hour rule on any non-essential purchase. Friction is not an inconvenience. It is the space where better decisions happen. 2. Make your future self feel real. Research shows that people who feel a genuine emotional connection to their future self make better long-term decisions. Write a letter to your future self or look at an age-progressed photo of your face. The more real they feel, the more naturally you will protect them. 3. Automate the good decisions. Willpower is a limited resource that depletes over the course of a day. The financial decisions you make when you're tired or stressed are usually the worst ones. Remove willpower from the equation. Set up automatic transfers to savings the day your salary arrives, before you even see it. Pay your future self first and spend what remains. 4. Understand your money story. Ask yourself honestly, what did I learn about money growing up? What am I actually seeking when I spend? You don't need therapy to answer these, you just need honesty. The answers will tell you more than any investment guide ever could. 5. Slow down the moment. When you feel the urge to buy something, pause for just 5 seconds. Take a breath and ask, am I buying this because I want the thing or because of how I want to feel right now? That single question breaks the dopamine loop. Here's the takeaway. You are not bad with money because you're undisciplined or unintelligent. You are navigating a world designed to exploit the oldest parts of your brain. You are playing a modern game with ancient wiring, and the deck is stacked against you. But understanding the mechanism changes the game. Once you see the triggers, they lose their power. Once you recognize loss aversion, the countdown timer becomes meaningless. Once you connect your spending to your emotions, you start making decisions from a different place. Knowledge is where everything starts. Your brain wasn't built for this world, but it is adaptable enough to master it. If this made you think differently about your relationship with money, subscribe, because next week we are going deep into neuroscience with something truly surprising. Scientists have discovered that the bacteria living in your gut right now are producing chemicals that travel directly to your brain and influence your mood, your anxiety, and possibly even your personality. The gut-brain connection is one of the most extraordinary stories in modern science, and we are going all in on it next week. See you there.